Alright, welcome back. A little bit of a different episode. It's more going to be a recap of yesterday. A recap of a trade, as you can see, my UJ trade here that I took. Um, I'll do a better recap on TikTok as per usual, but for now it's just going to be a quick one. Well, sorry, a longer, more in-depth one on YouTube. TikTok, it'll be shorter, more edity sort of thing. But regardless, I took a trade on UJ last night, and then GU. I, I'm really pissed at this. I ended up missing this trade last night because as this was happening, I was eating dinner, and I didn't have an alert set for what fucking reason I don't know. Anyways, we will just go into the miss setup first. This was A plus plus, by the way. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. Anyways, hop into the high time frames. So, as you know from my previous market outlooks, I was looking for shorts on GU all the way down to this. I had this marked out, it's still marked out because we were bearish as fuck. I was hoping we would hit maybe this zone up here, this zone here, or even this zone to take a short, but as you can see, no one was taking longs. There was no liquidity to collect in these movements. So, we just falling jackknife straight down last however many days this was. Took out this liquidity that I was looking for, and we rejected. We didn't get closure below. So that was the first thing that I was like, oh, okay, so we've just swept these lows here. Anyways, haven't closed below, hourly, nothing, 30-minute. So, I hop in. 15-minute. Here, let me just remove all the drawings so I can try and make it cleaner for you. We'll go from here, from Asia session. So, as you can see, Asia swept, reversed. Obviously, the 15 minute is going to have closures below. That's just due to the fact because it's a lower time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, which is where we were targeting it, no closure below. 2-hour, no closure below. Hourly, we potentially did get closure below. But regardless, coming into Asia session, you can see our zone was already created. Wait, I'm pretty sure it was this zone here. So, zone was already created. It was either... Sorry, I'm getting a bit mixed up right now. It might have been this zone. Yikes, sorry guys, that's my bad. Anyways, regardless, we'll see as it goes on. Zone formed. 3 candles. We do get 3 candles here as well, regardless, but after the 3 oh shit, what's going on? After the 3 candles, break of structure here. Then, more break of structure with New York orders. So, it's already looking good, right? We've even left some inducement. So, going through, London opens. London comes down, comes really, really close to the zone. So look, here, it was this zone. Alright, that's better. Now I know. It wasn't from Asia Open. Anyways, it was this zone here. I was watching here. I didn't have a limit order set. I was hoping it reversed. I didn't have my limit set because, yeah, I was collecting a few orders. But I didn't have my limit set, as well as the fact that, what's it called? When I thought it was going to tap, it was 5:15. We could only enter at 5:30, and it already started reversing from there, so I didn't have a limit order set because my trading hours are... I can't start trading till 5:30. So 30 minutes into London Open, I can place a trade. Anyways, went back up. As you can see, left inducement here, which was perfectly above our zone. Perfectly above our zone. Anyways, and then as well as that, we ended up getting a change of character here, if it wants to allow me to draw that. Change of character, it's showing bullish, as well as the fact that it didn't actually need to hit our zone to turn up, just showing more bullish momentum, bullish order flow. So from here, obviously, if I was looking at the fucking charts, I would have drawn a zone up, taken London highs. Really retarded. Like, now that I look back on it, you could target so much higher, like this zone here, maybe even this zone here, which is diabolical. But anyways, even if you just take the safer option, which is London highs, you'll see comes down perfectly, right? Look, to the wick, taps us in, rejects, closes outside of the zone, comes back, taps, and then it's just delivery from there. I am so bummed about missing this trade. Even though I did take a trade yesterday, it was still nice, but it wasn't like... That was clean, it just wasn't on a limit order because I got to that trade late. So I entered off of the confirmation, you could say, rather than my usual limit orders. So this one I would have loved, but I wasn't looking at the charts. Anyways, going into the... Yeah, and this ended up running up. I don't know how far, but like... Yeah, well, there's your... Let's see if it does even tap this zone up here. I don't think it does. Nah. Anyways, that's fine. Going into UJ, this was the trade that I took yesterday. Honestly, the mechanical wise, this was a really clean trade. I really liked it. It wasn't my usual top wick or whatever that like you guys might see me do usually, but regardless, it's really textbook. I can't lie. So, as you can see here, coming down, create our zone, bottom of Asia. Come here, boom, zone formed. I think it ends up being, yeah, 30 minute. And then anyways, on the 15 comes up, you can see we've broken internal structure here. And I'm pretty sure we end up breaking external as well. Never mind, we just gave a change of character. Regardless, change of character up here as well. Most likely the break, I can't really see. Yeah, we got a break as well, we got to break a structure. Left inducement after forming the zone. This is beautiful. 3 candles, obviously, basic stuff. Leave inducement, come up, break the structure. I wasn't watching at this point, so realistically, my optimal position would have been taking entry from here. That would have been optimal position. And then longing up to these bodies. That would have been optimal position, but obviously you can't win everything. So I saw this, tapped into the zone, reversed. I saw this reversal, and then what happened? I think, yeah, we created the fair value gap here. So reverse, close out of the zone, close bullish, form a fair value gap on the way. I took entry from here. I will show you guys the proof. Don't worry, I'm not lying. I think it was a little bit better RR, to be honest with you. Maybe not. I could have sworn I had a better RR. Anyways, yeah, it's about a 1 to 2 to 2.5. What the RR is doesn't really matter, but regardless, it's genuinely a really textbook trade. Like, I really like taking this because, as you can see, everything from our normal mechanics was working out here. So we got our zone formed 3 candles after the zone. Within those 3 candles, we got our internal break. Don't necessarily need the break in those 3 candles, but if you do, it just gives a lot more conviction when going and opening up a market position. Anyways, after that, came back down, left inducement, you'll see on the 5 minute. A lot cleaner here. Inducement swept down into the zone. Regardless, came up, broke internal here with a change of character, as well as a break of structure. Sorry, losing my wording. Regardless, I targeted the bodies up here because obviously you can see, well, not obviously, but you've got, let me get the marker. So orders filled here, and I guess these orders here. These are at a very similar level. It's really horrible drawing, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, very similar level, all of these together, so I just ended up taking along because it was a clear draw on liquidity, even though we're in this little bit of chop all the way in the top section. So I took the trade. Perfect. Obviously could have taken it, but it ended up sweeping Asia highs, reversing. That's fine, it's whatever. But we took a nice trade. I will make a better... Well, not a better one. This is a lot more in-depth. My YouTube is a lot more in-depth about all of my recaps. But let me just pull up MetaTrader here so I can show you the actual trade taken here. You can see on UJ, oh, that's just going to the 5 minute, my bad, y'all. Where is it? Here. You can see here, exact level, entry on that upward candle, came back down, and then we took TP there. Really, really clean. I'm not going to complain with that. It's a textbook trade based off order flow and confirmation that I guess, sorry, I'm saying based off again, but based off of my main model. So there's confirmation as well that can go into this model. You don't need to try and top tick limit order like I'm not always trying to do, but that I low key do. But confirmation is just as good. Yeah, you miss out on maybe one RR, like you can see here. It's a 1 to 2.5 versus a 1 to 3, 3.5 to 4. It's not that deep, bro. It's a good trade. So yeah, don't think that because you've missed the limit order and don't get a bottom tick like I did here, unfortunately, it's not the end of the world at all. Wait for your confirmation, see how price is reacting, drop into the lower time frames. Sorry, drop into the lower time frames. So instead of trying to bottom tick here, as you could see on the 15-minute and maybe having your stops here or whatever, instead of getting this, drop into the 5-minute. So look, let's see how you could have waited for confirmation here. Drop into the 5-minute. Let's move all of this. So on the 5-minute, you can see we're clean. Moving up, come back down. I could have maybe taken entry here, but honestly, I just took it off of the bullish flip. That's all I took like entry off of because I was confident in the trade. I did my analysis. But if you do your analysis and you think, oh shit, I've just missed out on a bottom tick limit order, bro, it's not that deep, I promise you. So all you're going to do is wait for a fair value gap in the move. Obviously here on the 5-minute, honestly, it's not the... This fair value gap didn't even get tapped. But at the same time, you could use that as confirmation from bullish order flow. I use a 15-minute fair value gap. But if you see this, and you see price not even react, and the next candle goes bullish, just take your longs. If that makes sense, do you know what I mean? Or even just take longs off of this fair value gap. This magnet's pissing me off, really. You take entry off of this, on this fair value gap, and you move it to the bottom of the candle. Up. Obviously, I would move at least to the bodies here if you're taking on the 5-minute. But regardless, you just enter off of confirmation, order flow, and just try and break it down and don't over stress your trading. If you miss a limit order, yeah, you can sit out of the trade. It's not the end of the world. But like me, I obviously missed it on the 15-minute. You can see here, didn't get that wick entry. So I was just waiting on the 15-minute, and then we closed above the consummate encroachment, the CE of this fair value gap. So honestly, I was really confident within the trade, and I saw this 15-minute fair value gap, so I just bought. Anyways, came down. I could have moved on. I could have honestly moved my stops to these lows, the bodies of the 15, but I moved it below the wick. It's safeties, precautions, whatever. I entered off of the bullish flip here. So as soon as this flipped bullish, I bought, and then stops below these lows. So yeah, that was yesterday's recap of what I took. Also on gold, sorry, we'll just quickly run over this. Exit replay mode. Please and thank you. Here, I was looking at this zone. Where are you? Here. I was looking at this zone the other day, and it did hit yesterday, but regardless, it just was not nice because I dipped it a little bit, and the 30-minute had already been hit. 30-minute had been hit, gave a little rejection, and then it ran straight through, which means it was a stupid trade to be taking. But anyways, those are my recaps of a really unfortunately missed GU trade yesterday, but we hit a clean UJ trade. So honestly, can't really complain. I will make a TikTok, Instagram video on it, and I'll give a backtesting video tonight, tomorrow. Actually, maybe not tomorrow because I've got an event on tomorrow night, actually. So maybe not tomorrow, or I'll pre-film one, schedule them to be posted. And yeah, it's hot as fuck right now, so I'm gonna go for a swim, and we'll go into the market stronger next week.